My name is Jamie, or you could also call me She Likes THC like it says down there, but whatever you want. Welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, here I consume cannabis legally and responsibly in the state of Nevada and in the comfort of my own home. However, I do not promote to others the use of cannabis or any other drugs in my videos. My videos are only for entertainment and education purposes, so welcome. I do create vlog style content such as reaction videos, gaming videos, lifestyle videos, whatever you want to call it. However, I am also a big drug policy reform advocate, and you can find my series, Let's Talk About Drugs, where I educate you all on different drug substances that are out there. So I have very informational videos on substances such as cannabis, alcohol, psilocybin mushrooms, crack cocaine, LSD, MDMA, a whole lot of videos by now, and today's actually going to be continuing on to that series because today I'm going to be discussing the use of naloxone and Suboxone. They're both opiate relief agents, so I'll go ahead and take a hit out of my bong right here and then we'll get right into this video. Right, cheers everyone. Let's talk about Suboxone and Naloxone today. I'm just going to be talking about my source. I'm going to be using peacevalleyrecovery.com as my source in this video. I'm not completely sure what they do. It is probably a good resource for recovery though, for addiction and whatnot. But I will have that source linked down below in the description just in case if you're interested in checking out where I got this information that I'm going to be presenting to you guys in this video today. So let's go ahead and start off with what is Suboxone. And Suboxone is a prescription medication made with a combination of buprenorphine and naloxone. They're both used to treat people early in recovery from opiate addiction. And we all know how big the opiate epidemic was and is still continuing to happen. So Suboxone is used to help people recover from not being too dependent on different opiates out there. The combination of buprenorphine and naloxone creates a medication with unique properties specifically intended for opiate treatment. Buprenorphine, and I did have to look this one up to say it because it's so long, but it is a partial opioid agonist. This means it interacts with the same opioid receptors as other opiates do, and by binding to opioid receptors, buprenorphine aims to relieve cravings for stronger drugs. Naloxone, on the other hand, is an opioid antagonist, which means that it blocks the effects of an opioid overdose. It binds to opioid receptors and blocks the effects of many opiates in a person's system. Naloxone on its own comes in the form of nasal spray or an automatic injection device. It is usually used in emergency situations when someone is overdosing on opiates. And I actually carry these different types of naloxones on me. I got them from a harm reduction center that's here in Vegas. Opiate use is very prevalent here, and I'm also moving back to where I'm from Central California soon, and I do know that there's been some overdoses that have occurred. So if I ever do see an overdose occurring, since I got trained over there at that center, I can go ahead and give them. Narcan is the brand name of it. But using this can help reduce the chance of an overdose happening until the medical emergency comes. So the nasal spray that I have is right here, 4 milligrams of it, and they did give me 2 of these. And then they also did give me 3 vials of the injectable naloxone right here. And when administering this, I do also have an alcohol wipe and a clean needle. And they hooked me up with this dope shirt too, choose life over death, carry naloxone. So yeah, if you have a friend or family member that is an opiate drug user, then you should possibly consider getting naloxone trained yourself if it is in fact possible, because I know that not everyone has access to a harm reduction center. But go ahead and do your own research and see if you can find it somewhere in your area if you do happen to be related or friends with someone that does use opiate drugs. Sorry I got a little off topic there, but I did just want to discuss the uses of naloxone as well. So we'll just keep moving on with what Peace Valley Recovery has to say about Suboxone. So Suboxone is unique because it attaches to the same receptors as heroin or painkillers, but it does not produce the same strong high. The buprenorphine provides mild effects to relieve cravings, while the naloxone limits the ability to get high off of the medication. Now we'll discuss how do you take Suboxone. And Suboxone is an oral medication. It comes in 3 forms designed to be easy to take. So there's sublingual tablets, sublingual film strips, and buccal film strips. And it's available in 4 different strengths: 2 milligrams of buprenorphine and half a milligram of naloxone, 4 milligrams of buprenorphine and 1 milligram of naloxone, 8 milligrams of buprenorphine and 2 milligrams of naloxone, and 12 milligrams of buprenorphine and 3 milligrams of naloxone. The goal of any effective medication-assisted treatment programs is to slowly taper your dose over time. Your starting dose depends on the severity of your opioid dependence when you first arrive at treatment. Though it is available for take-home use, Suboxone is safest when it is used under medical supervision because it still comes with the potential for misuse and abuse despite being a safer alternative to other medications used to treat opiate addiction. Now we'll briefly discuss some of the effects of Suboxone. So when it is taken as prescribed by a physician, the effects of Suboxone are helpful during early recovery. The blend of buprenorphine and naloxone provides numerous unique benefits to individuals that are trying to come off different opiates. One of the greatest benefits of Suboxone is its impact on opiate withdrawal symptoms. Since buprenorphine is an opioid partial antagonist, it interacts with opioid receptors the same way opiates do. This interaction relieves the more intense symptoms that result from withdrawal, such as body aches, muscle spasms, and seizures. Avoiding the withdrawal symptoms that come with the detox process keeps many people trapped in the cycle of addiction. Suboxone provides a comfortable detox period compared to trying to quit cold turkey, which can reduce the risk of a relapse. Now another bong rip before we discuss more side effects of Suboxone. So now more side effects. The benefits of Suboxone do come with some mild to serious side effects. Not everyone experiences adverse reactions to the medication, however. Common side effects of Suboxone use can cause some discomfort but do not usually require medical attention. They should disappear within a few days or weeks of starting use. These include opioid withdrawal symptoms, anxiety, depression, trouble sleeping, headache, sweating, nausea, weakness, fatigue, back and pain, burning tongue, and redness in the mouth. The serious side effects of Suboxone use are not as common but may happen in some cases. Some of these include abuse or dependence, breathing problems, hormone problems, serious allergic reactions, liver damage, severe withdrawal symptoms, and coma. Now, some of the risks that are associated with Suboxone use. So like most medications, Suboxone does not come without some risks. It still causes some effects that are similar to other opiates. Low to moderate doses do cause mild euphoria and some respiratory depression, and effects of Suboxone are far weaker than the effects caused by opiate-like prescription painkillers or heroin. Suddenly stopping Suboxone can lead to withdrawal symptoms similar to those caused by opiates. These include muscle aches, nausea, vomiting, constipation, irritability, and insomnia. Alright, another bong rip. Now we'll discuss if it's possible possible to overdose on Suboxone, and despite its use as a treatment for opioid dependence, Suboxone is still an opioid medication. This means it comes with risks similar to other opioids, including dependence and abuse. Abusing Suboxone can lead to behaviors similar to those you initially sought treatment for, including cravings for drugs and seeking out other substances, but you can also overdose on Suboxone if you are using it. The naloxone in the medication reduces the effects slightly, but seriously overusing it can cause an overdose. Suboxone overdose is as serious as any other opioid overdose and requires immediate medical attention. So now the alternatives to Suboxone. And Suboxone is one of the most common medications used in medication-assisted treatment today. There are also a few alternatives to Suboxone available. The three main types of medications used to treat opioid dependence include methadone, buprenorphine, and naloxone. So two of those three are in Suboxone already. The main opioid dependence medications include some combination of these active ingredients: Subutex, Zubsol, Casipa, Bunavail, Probufene, Sublocade, and Vivitrol. And now we'll discuss ways to be careful when using Suboxone, which is what I like to emphasize the most on my channel, is harm reduction approaches to all these different substances that are here. Some, like opioids, being advertised to us sometimes on national television. So harm reduction approaches. So overdose is also possible if used with other substances such as other opioids, benzodiazepines, or alcohol. Mixing Suboxone with other drugs such as benzodiazepines or alcohol poses a significant risk. Possible side effects of mixing the medication with depressant drugs include respiratory distress, coma, and even death. So it's very important that other drugs are not mixed while using Suboxone, and it is best if taking naloxone as its own prescription from a pharmacy rather than buying it from any other third party. But also be wary of the very serious side effects of Suboxone and take appropriate doses to reduce the risk of an overdose. And that's about all that I have on Suboxone and naloxone to discuss with you today. Thank you so much for watching this video and wanting to educate yourself more on different drugs. I do appreciate every one of my viewers and subscribers, and if you also enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe. Let me go ahead and take another bong rip, and then I'll just end it off right here, you guys. Maybe I'll see you in the next video.